What's up guys, Quinn here, and welcome to episode 5 of this modern karate series. In this episode, we're going to be looking at some techniques codified into our upcoming kata, Heian Shodan. Now this is going to be just a little bit different than what we studied with Takyoku. Previously, we looked at that blitz and some big punches, techniques for a long range fighting situation. But now we're moving in much closer. We're looking at some close quarters fighting with some elbow strikes with our first throw, and we're going to be looking at how to handle when someone grabs onto us. These techniques are going to be added to what we've already learned and combined in the upcoming form Heian Shodan. Now, let's get started.
I've spent the last 10 years studying the masters of old, refining what I found, and redefining karate for the modern age. My aim, to modernize the traditional training methods while maintaining the vision of the old masters. Whether you're a beginner or experienced karateka, let me take you on a journey of personal improvement and self-defense.
First technique we're going to look at. We're in here, someone's grabbing onto us, and they're going to attempt to grab onto our wrist and pull our shoulder down, doing what's called an arm drag. So as this happens, depending on which hand they're grabbing onto, whether it's a straight grab or a cross grab, I'm either going to go across the body here, or I'm going to go across the body there. So inside or outside, depending on which wrist they're grabbing with. Either way, we're attacking this side of their hand and breaking the grip. As we do so, we're going to follow through with that grip break into a back fist in this case, and then lunging through and countering with a punch. Alternatively, if they're doing a cross grab here, I'm going to go this direction, break the grip with this sort of a motion here, and then I'm going to immediately pull into a vertical strike here. So I'm not punching this direction, I'm going one straight up into the chin, and then following through with that same finisher. That's our first technique in this close quarter situation. Really get a handle on how to come through and break the grip with either that hammer fist inside or outside maneuver. Keep in mind that this doesn't just have to be towards a wrist. We could do it with a bicep grip or to a lapel grip. We just had to attack it a little bit differently, and I'm going to show you how to do that here. Another key aspect to fighting in this very close range is being able to strike while somebody's on top of you. We're going to do that with our elbows here. Now, assuming that same posture here, where someone has grabbed a hold of us, we're going to create space between their arms. I'm going to come over the top and push downward, while the other hand comes to the inside and pulls out, leaning backwards to pull them with us. Boom. Same posture we've done before, slightly different application. After we've established a strong base here, our weight is in our hips, I'm going to lunge forward with an elbow strike, going into the jaw. I'm going to follow through, horizontal elbow, and then one more vertical into the jaw. Let's look at that again. So, same grappling situation, close quarters, creating space here, lunging in, elbow strike to the chin. Step across, horizontal, lunging in, vertical elbow strike. The The last new technique that we're going to look at is also from this close quarters grappling sort of situation where they're right on top of us and we're fighting for control. As my opponent is reaching in to grab a hold of me, I'm going to take my knife hand, my shuto uke, and jam it into his shoulder right here. The other hand is going to grab onto their elbow and pull. So I've got a pushing and a pulling motion here that's going to force their shoulders to kind of do this sort of motion, turn sideways a little bit. After I've done that, I'm going to push into them, switch my hands, pull here, push there, same thing. Now I'm going to step back and pull them with me. The idea here being that after I've turned them, they want to correct their posture. And I'm going to use that corrective movement to throw them here, use their energy against them. I'm going to pull, lift up their arm, and throw. Let's take a look at that again. Push and pull, step through, step back, lift, and throw. Let's look at it from this direction now. Push and pull, step back, and throw. 1, 2, 3.